Radley Gillis was on his way home from work earlier this month when he lost control of his motorcycle. His close friend, who was driving home alongside him, stopped and tried to help until police and paramedics arrived. Radley's family rushed home from their South Florida home to the hospital and were
It was April 4th, and I guess it was raining, and we didn't really notice. I didn't really notice. It was probably around 11 something at night. Then got on my motorcycle. We were less than 5 minutes away from home, and I don't know. I was going around the curve. I guess the roads were slick, and my back tire kind of went out. Next thing I know, I went into the guardrail. I still honestly can't believe I wrecked. I used to be really good on motorcycles. I was riding motocross since I was 5.
I started pulling over, and by the time he was done sliding into the street, I was able to stop right before him and get out. I ran over to him. He's bleeding out in the street. They told me to tie a tourniquet. I tried cutting off the bleeding that was coming from his left side of his pelvis. Took the shirt from my back and put that on his wound, and then his backpack had come off right next to him. I used that to apply pressure on top of the left side. I was just hoping that he wasn't going to die. I really thought I saw my best friend die. I was able to keep him alive until the ambulance got there. If I wasn't there, I don't know what would have happened to him.
Yeah, no, he saved my life. They told me I died like 2 times on the way to the hospital. They had to use like the defibrillators and everything to, bring me back. My first surgery, when I got in there, they pumped 46 bags of blood into me. They were literally like squeezing the bags to try to get us to pump faster because I just lost so much blood. All the adrenaline was pumping through me, and I was freaking out, and they like tied me down and stuff. I was just ripping around, and I guess I got hit so hard in the stomach. Like I have a big scar going down here. I was opened up, and I got hit so hard. I was like, oh, I'm gonna yak, and my arm was like behind my head and was trying to get up and walk away. I guess because the adrenaline was just pumping through me, and obviously I couldn't. Cause there's other times throughout that I thought I was gonna die, and I actually, accepted dying at one point. I remember looking up at my dad, and I just had like tears in my eyes. I was so mad because I knew like I messed up and my legs were gone. This one, I literally don't have a leg. I have about maybe 5-6 inches of femur left and not very much muscle around it because it was literally open. My bone was sticking out, and then they took a muscle from my back and literally wrapped it around the bone, and they had to cut some of the femur and they closed it with the skin, and it was a crazy surgery. They had to keep my room super hot. I was busting out in fevers. It was brutal. They cut it felt like they just cut right here, and we're just peeling like the skin off my body. It was it was horrible. They tried so many painkillers and stuff to give me right before they did it, and nothing really worked. They give me Dilaudid, and that didn't help, honestly. The pain was just so excruciating. That was definitely probably the worst thing I had to endure. I don't know, there was a little bit when I got out of the hospital that there was about 2 weeks or something. I actually felt like depressed, and it was weird. I've never felt so sad in my life. I never really lost who I was, which kind of helped me. The gym helped me out a lot. Whenever I was upset before, I would go to the gym. Whatever time it was, if something happened, I was upset about it, when I got out of the hospital, just went to the gym as much as I could. So that helped like with my confidence as well, and especially I had 15 different tubes in me and stuff, and when I finally got all those out, that made me feel even more normal again. First time I walked out, I had 2 crutches. I was like hobbling over to like the parallel bars that helped me go. I go to 2 different physical therapists. I have 3 sessions a week, and then on top of that, I go to POA almost every day to work on walking. And I'm trying to build up my left side here because it's like really atrophied, so it doesn't help me at all. So I'm not trying to like keeps me from being able to stabilize on this left leg. When I'm walking, I put all my weight on there. But Stan is actually the owner. He's been working with prosthetics for over like 30 years, and this guy's like the best in the world. Like everyone from all over, like different continents, come over to see him. People from the Boston Marathon bombing. I've met a lot of different people over there. I'd wake up and be at my prosthetic place probably around 9, leave there when they close around 5. Went there every single day and just put in a bunch of work like I am now. I feel like in the next maybe 2 months I could be walking around stably, and then maybe another 2-3 more months I could maybe be running. I've gotten back on it just to, I don't know, conquer that. I know it's probably not a popular opinion, but I would ride again. That thought always goes through my mind. Wrestling in the Paralympics. I have ideas about prosthetics and stuff to help people like me. There's an additional almost 200,000 amputees every year in the United States alone, and I think it's like 2 million. Then rad flats I'm currently working on. I guess that's what, inspired me and Adler to start this company is we, remind everyone that you don't need to make excuses for yourself. You can go out, you can do anything.
Seeing him power through this, we always said, if anyone's going to make the best out of the situation, it's Radley, but we really had no idea the level that he was going to, excel in.
I don't know, just whenever I'm having a bad day, I always think, like, anyone can do well when they're having a good day. It's how you react on your bad days that defines the person you are. My name is Radley Gillis. I'm 23 years old, and this is my story.